Yeah.
Well, reviews from the vault. We've got just a couple minutes to talk about that. Thomas, for the first time ever, got a chance to see The Abyss. The movie The Abyss is 30 years old this summer. It was released
It's hard to believe.
30 years ago this summer. You got a chance to check out the film and the 1 hour documentary. So 4 hours of James Cameron and The Abyss. Give us some of your thoughts.
Yeah. It's an incredibly engaging story. It's basically a sci-fi drama, a love story, and it's like a claustrophobic horror thriller, and then a social and political commentary, just all rolled up into one.
And you did watch the special edition.
I did.
Which is James Cameron's version that he wanted to have in theaters.
Yeah, the director's cut has like 30 extra minutes, and the behind-the-scenes documentary is called Under Pressure, The Making of the Abyss, and he kind of goes into in that documentary, he kind of goes into how the studio made him cut out some things and made him cut down the runtime because, you know, a 3 hour movie is not exactly drawing in crowds.
Especially in '89.
Yeah, exactly. So he had to cut out about 30 minutes, and the theatrical cut probably didn't land as hard as it would with some other people. I know we kind of talked about that, how you kind of walked away thinking, well, I know it was a technical marvel, it was beautiful, but some of these plot points, what were the...
We felt the same way. I mean, it was just amazing to watch what they were doing, and the acting was solid, the production design or art design at that time was really incredible, but the story just was like, what?
Yeah.
But when you watch the director's cut, it all comes together.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you definitely watch the director's cut. But visually, technically, it's one of the most impressive films I've ever seen. It was actually filmed in Gaffney, South Carolina, just a few miles south of us here in Shelby. And they use this abandoned nuclear facility.
Owned by Earl Owensby.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, Earl Owensby out of Shelby. And they filled up this massive tank with like 70 million gallons of water, I believe. And then used this like...
It's amazing.
It really is.
It was crazy.
Well, the practical aspects of what they did. You know, they didn't use green screen.
No.
They shot underwater.
They would basically spend the whole day underwater. They had to black out the sun basically with a tarp and these black beads like on top of the water. And then it got to the point where that tarp was like breaking and ripping and they couldn't use it anymore. So then they had to film throughout the entire night. And they would be filming like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. And it was an incredibly dangerous shoot as well. You had Ed Harris almost drowned.
There were some close calls.
And so it was. I mean, and we're about out of time.
Okay.
So you recommend the documentary as well as the DVD itself?
Oh, certainly. Yeah, you got to watch the documentary to get a deeper appreciation for the technical marvel that it is. So yeah, it was nominated for 4 Oscars and won visual effects, and just simply outstanding. And
so, first time ever seeing it, what is your rating for it, even with it being 30 years old?
A+. Wow. Yeah, I'd watch it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah, very good. The Abyss, the review from the vault, 30 years ago, released in theaters. We do appreciate you spending time with us. You can email us info@c19.tv. That's info@c19.tv. And we may or may not respond to you depending on if Greg checks the email. Or if Tim knows which button to push, or Bill, for that matter.
It's Bill.
So we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, it's Bill. It's Bill. Well, I did have a movie.
Bill, speaking of which button to push, let's go back to the logo there.
Logo?
Get away from the
go back to the
Abyss
Mimi the Movies logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Yeah, there it is. All right.
All right.
Now, we are going to do a quote of the week. Did you load the quote of the week graphic by chance, possibly? You did not.
I'll take care of it later.
Okay, quote of the week. This week, I was going to give you a quote from The Abyss, but Thomas showed me one from Blinded by the Light, so I'll let Thomas take over and give us the quote of the week.
Yeah, so this is from Javed, the main character in Blinded by the Light, and he says, "My dream is to build a bridge to my dreams, but not a wall between my family and me." So I think that's something we can all live by.
Yeah, and that definitely speaks to what the film was trying to say in that quote. So, as always, we do appreciate Greg Tillman. We appreciate Tim, even though he's on a boat, and Bill for tag teaming with him, and Thomas
Bill did
over there.
Great. Bill did just fine.
Bill did great. Yeah, and Thomas, thanks for joining us again.
Thank you.
And for all of our audiences out there, for the people out there that choose to spend time with us, thank you. And we really do appreciate it. And keep
we don't
the emails,
understand it. But we
keep the emails coming, John Rudisol, because you're the one that we count on. So until next time, I'm Noel T. Manning II for Meet Me the Movies. That's a wrap.